Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks and welcome to another edition of Tactical Majlis Pod, episode 7. We are here to talk footballing events in general. I mean, we got a good amount to talk about, especially with a special guest that he will be pulling up in a few minutes. But till then, we have Sami, the usual football rig. Go subscribe as well. Shkhabarak, habibi.
Good, man. Alhamdulillah, we're all good. Well, Arsenal not doing very well in the Premier League, but other than that, we're fine, man. We're Gucci.
Yeah, which is pretty shocking to say the least. I can't lie. But before we begin, guys, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way. Go check socials, inshallah, you're well wherever you are. And so we kick things off with Arsenal. Yeah, in the meantime, Sami, talk about him, man. What's going on with their club this week?
Oh, bro, what can I say? Man, Arteta just let us down again. This false nine narrative thing and tactic, the way that Arteta's playing, especially against Unai Emery, is just not working, man. And Unai Emery has his number. He just does have his number. Every time we go against Unai Emery, he always wins, and probably statistically, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have the numbers on top of my head, but I know that Emery is just, spanking Arteta at this moment. Well, Villa are doing well. Can't lie, they're third for a reason. They have a really good run. I think 5 games in a row now wins, or 6. I can't remember how many games, but anyways, they are doing so well. Am I upset? Yeah, especially the way that we lost in the last minute. It was in the dying minute, so even the ref he just
he
just blew the whistle even during the celebration. That's how the dying minute was. It was like a dagger to us, but to be honest, we didn't offer anything in that game. We did not offer anything whatsoever. Moreno, that bum. I don't want to see him anymore in the number 9.
Oh,
and
already?
Yeah, Moreno. I don't want to see him in the number 9 since a long time, bro. Even when he was scoring, I used to call him out. And playing Odegaard instead of Eze just because he was one of the starting 11, and he's putting Eze on the bench just for the sake of it. You can see the favoritism in this coach, and this is what really will be his demise, because Odegaard is supposed to earn his spot back, not just given to him because he's Odegaard or whatever. And that's not of the injuries that we have. Other than that, running Declan Rice to the ground. I'm happy that from the news I've heard that he's not traveling to Club Brugge to play against Club Brugge. So for me, that's really important, because the rest is important for Declan Rice. You cannot just play every single minute of the season. He's bound to get an injury if he continues to do so, because he's playing every game in the Premier League, every game in the Champions League, also in for the England international team. Other than that, yeah, let's just hope he doesn't really drop points from here on out, because if he does, my confidence is a bit low when it comes to the Premier League. So from 5 points, 7 points, now we are down to 2 points against a team who's used to winning against Arsenal for 3 times now in a row. So other than that, fuck Arteta. He needs to fix up.
Yeah, listen, man, that's not the energy you were giving a while ago. But before we continue this, before you respond, he's here. Yeah, React is actually in the building. Yeah, welcome, marhaba. Yeah, welcome to the Saudi territory. Now you're in the country without any visa, no nothing, bro. Yeah, you want to come for boxing? Khas, you're here to chat football. No, no, but what's good, Reacts?
No, I'm good, man. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for having on. Appreciate it, man.
No,
should be happy with the win yesterday.
Yeah,
just about happy.
Come on, bro. It's the San Siro, Inter Milan, so it has to be something.
Yeah, but I get criticised for having crap standards, so the standards have been upped.
Yeah, to be fair, I do call him out on that, Salah.
Right, bro. Man's team will get a 1-0 win, and I'll still be criticised and cooked.
No,
Why
but I
would you
didn't.
be
Wait,
criticized?
I didn't even say anything to you since the 1-0 win. I hope you're talking about somebody else, other people, because I ain't saying nothing to you, bro. Since if anything, fair
To be
play.
fair,
I
you
actually
did not.
thought you.
To be fair, you didn't cook me when we bowled it to Leeds. So I commend you.
Yeah, see, bro. At some point, bro, معليش, but at some point, it's like what Sammy and I would say. Fuckek, يا أخي. It gets boring. It gets boring, bro. Like, خلاص. Like it gets funny in the start, then there's no point. What's the point? It's the same shit. Give me something new. So yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Now,
There,
but
there's
back to
also
Arsenal.
there is a massive reason why I also had to come because there's a baller from the Saudi league that I need.
Who do you need?
Ruben Neves.
No, no,
That
no, no, no.
contract,
Damn.
man.
Listen, Sammy
That
doesn't care.
contract's up soon, my
I
boy.
Hey, listen, he will extend. Don't worry, he will extend.
I have not seen anything about him extending, my G.
Yeah, you don't, but there's inside sources that he will extend. Don't worry about it, bro. Yeah, you worry about getting somebody else. You worry about getting somebody else, bro. But back to Arsenal, yeah, because we're deflecting here. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, but I'll be real. I'm still shocked you want Moreno out of the starting 11. Wallahi. Would you rest for today's game, Sam?
Why? Absolutely, I want him out.
No, but yeah, but you man everybody was gassing up Marino when he was doing a job at striker.
I never gassed up Marino.
Okay, but a lot of people have.
Dude, you're playing a DM as a striker.
I know, but it's like still, to be fair, he actually doesn't do a bad job. Low key, wallahi. He actually doesn't do a bad job.
All right, I understand he has some good trade, which is finishing. That's fine. And also, when it comes to headers, he's also good at it. But overall, as a striker, no, I don't want him to be my striker. Why the hell did we buy Eucharist then?
Oh no,
If you wanna
obviously it has to be a
Your
striker.
caress is
Obviously-
crap, man. I can't lie.
It's fine, but I would still give him a chance to get himself into the game. I mean, he was playing very well before the injury, but the unfortunate event against Burnley, and then he was injured, and it happens, And we want him back because we need a striker from the caliber of Gyökeres. The guy knows how to play as a number 9. Marino always drop deep, and that allows the other team or the opponents to press us up high, and that's what Unai Emery did. And I don't want that anymore, bro. I want a real number 9.
I will say, you know what I noticed? Like there was one clip a friend sent me, bro. I'm not joking. The amount of times Gyökeres makes runs and Odegaard doesn't find him is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, look, sometimes it's the striker has to adapt to the the gameplay of his team and understand his teammate even more. But also, there's a lot on the team that even Arteta himself admitted that Gyökeres is making the runs, but unfortunately, the team is not really passing to him. So I can't really criticize Gyökeres heavily and say he's a bum or he's bad. When he start missing goals and sitters, yes, then I'll start saying, okay, guy is crap. You know what I mean? But you're not giving him the chances and you're not really passing to him. How the hell can I judge him?
Yeah, I hear that, man. No, 100%. But I don't know. It's a weird because I was watching some of your game while I was at my family gathering. Yeah, in the afternoon, bro. Villa was on to you, man. Like that. I wish in ways in which I wish we were on you, man. I swear to God, bro. وبعدين after the game, bro, your players are all like tired, exhausted.
Yeah, that's very true. We look so knackered. We look so tired, especially Zubamendi and Rice.
I couldn't believe it, wallahi bro. I think Arteta needs to start rotating from today. He just does.
Yeah, wow. Duh. Stating the obvious.
Well, Arteta doesn't know the obvious. Do you blame me for saying this?
Well, he's an idiot if he doesn't do it because, yeah, you could have a good start at the beginning of the season, but eventually your players will get tired and tired legs, let's say middle to the end of the season. And that's when it matters the most is at that time, because that's where the title race actually begin. That's where the later stages of the knockout stage, let's say in the UCL or even the FA Cup and the League Cups or domestic cups, that's when you actually need your players to be sharp and fit. And no excuses for Arteta. He has one of the greatest squads, and for me, there's no excuse if he doesn't deliver a Premier League or UCL. He needs to fuck off.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Standards.
Yeah, this brother does have standards, unlike a lot of his fan base.
See, the thing is with Arsenal, right? From someone's point of view, I feel like you have played to Jokeris' strengths, though, because there's times where his movement has actually been his fault. He looks clunky on the ball, Don Robbie-esque, and that, And I feel like he has actually had a couple of chances. Do I think it's all on Victor Jokeris? No. But then right now, I just think you man don't really suit an out-and-out striker. I really don't. I think Arteta is gagging, at the factor of King Kai coming back to the team. I don't know if you would agree. Would you put Kai Havertz in the team?
No.
No chance.
You wouldn't?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
I don't rate Havertz, not a bit, as a striker. I mean, he bought him as midfield, and he just have this kind of weird. I don't want to say a bad word here, man. It's just I don't know, like a very.
He has a weird fetish say.
Yeah, man. Just buying midfield and trying to make them work as strikers, just freaking weird. Just buy a striker. You know what I mean? There's plenty of strikers out there. Just pick one and buy one. You know what I mean? It's not that difficult. Because when Jokeris plays, aside of the things that he okay, maybe he's not his goal tally is not really remarkable or it's nothing really to brag about, but at least when he plays as a number 9, he pulls the defenders toward him. Like you can see that he occupies that space where the striker needs to occupy. It allows space for Saka. It allows space for Trossard or Martinelli on the left to expose them and exploit those spaces and go forward. But dropping deep, while Eze is there just, looking lost, and it's just awful to watch. Terrible football when it comes to the front line for me. And I don't like the way we are playing when it comes to the attack. Yeah, we score goals here and there, but overall, I'm not happy with the team when it comes to the forward line. He has good talents, and he's not utilizing them to their best, or I would say to the best of their abilities, especially Jokeris. You don't come with 100 goal in 2 seasons and just become a flop. It doesn't work like that. There's like a small, at least a gradual dip. And the guy is at his peak. He's not 35 years old. He's not 20 years old. So I'm not looking for potential here. I'm not looking for somebody at the end of his career. This guy is 27 at his prime age as a professional footballer. So I'm expecting him to come and score, but he's not doing it. So I have to blame the tactics mostly, because like I said, if he's missing a lot of shots in front of the goal and in front of the the target, then okay, I would say the guy is just shit, but I cannot really criticize him until now, and that's credit to Arteta, or the way he plays or the way he set up the team.
Yeah, no.
How much did you buy Jokeris for?
60, I think. 57 point something. Million quid. That's a decent price, I would say, for the current market value.
Would you have took Isak over Jokeris?
At that moment of time, yes.
Do you know what? I think
100%.
Hugo Ekitike would have done. I think Hugo Ekitike does really well for you guys.
I still think Isak would have done even better. I don't know what's going on in Liverpool. They just fell off a cliff from being reigning champions, to whatever you guys are right now. I have no clue how the hell that happened. And I still rate the players that you guys bought. I mean, Ekitike, Isak, Verse. These are players when they joined Liverpool. We all thought, okay, I had Liverpool as my favorites to win the league, honestly. And it's just weird how Slot manage the team, and you guys where you are now. It's just, I couldn't fathom it, but it's just a fall off, man.
Yeah, but I'll be honest. It's a whole manager issue, and part of it is a player issue. It's a whole issue in general. But bro, I don't know. It's like so this is Arsenal every single time, man. It's like they're in a good position to do something. You think they're gonna do something. Each year you think they're gonna do it more than the other year. That makes sense. And then there's always this thing in which all of a sudden, out of nowhere, or as we say here, صدفة, like, فجأة, it's like, خلاص, one loss or a loss, maybe a few draws, whatever. And now we're back in a position or in a موقف in which now we're talking about, oh my God, Arsenal can bottle it. Arsenal will bottle it. Arsenal will do this. Arsenal will do that. It's like, you, man, never help yourselves at all,
Look, if I'm looking
Never.
at the broader picture here, we dropped points to teams that weren't that easy. Liverpool at that time, they were winning. So we lost to Liverpool. We dropped points against City. We dropped points again. We lost to Villa. They are in form. We dropped to Sunderland. Sunderland are one of the good teams as well. They haven't lost in their gaff for as far as I know. And the rest we won. So I wouldn't say we crumbled yet. But if we continue playing the way we played against Aston Villa, then definitely we'll crumble. And of course, Chelsea. That's the unacceptable draw, 10 men. So, but if we look at, like I said, the broader picture in the UCL, we're doing well. We conceded only one goal. We won against Bayern, and they used to be the informed team in Europe, the whole of Europe as well. So I wouldn't say we crumbled yet, but we're about to. So if we drop points in any of the upcoming games, which is against Wolves, and if we drop these points, then definitely we're not winning the league.
Yeah. No, I
don't care about injuries.
But I think the one thing that goes in your favour, though, Man City can be, as much as Man City have been decent of late, every now and again they can have that stinker where they'll lose to Aston Villa and Newcastle, and just stagnate the form they're on. Like, you should be able, you'll slap Wolves. I won't worry about them. But it's the games after that. You've got Aston Villa again at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Brighton, Everton,
mm-hmm.
Palace in the Cup. So I'm intrigued to see how you guys are going to really rotate. I think with Arsenal is you guys will always have a strong start to the season. It's always at the back end of the season where with Super Duper Mick, he panics, he overthinks. Where it's just like, do what you've previously been doing for 7 months. I think Arsenal's at their best when they're actually bopping the ball around, using quick passing, getting the tempo going. Because I think you guys will actually wipe the league if you was actually... You know the football you played against Spurs? You play like that every week, you win the league. Because you'll naturally create chances. You'll naturally score goals from that. And you was very good defensively in that aspect, barring David Raya making a silly mistake.
I agree with you 100%, but you just said something. You said City might, lose points here and there. Now the question is Arsenal not gonna lose points as well? That's the other side of the coin. Is we don't drop points, and from here until the end of the season, I don't know, man. Arteta has never done it, so it's. I'll be very optimistic to say that we will win the league. And I don't want to have that kind of optimism, if that makes any sense. So I just want to take it game by game and then see where we are. And eventually, hopefully, we win the league.
Would you take a League Cup?
By the end of the season, and that's it?
Yeah.
Nah, he's out. Nah, I should leave. Ain't enough. Sorry. 5 years or 6 years, that would be with £1 billion spent. Not enough.
If you guys can win the League Cup, and I've seen it from my own scene, winning a League Cup does massive, because this team hasn't actually won a trophy together. I know people will say the FA Cup and stuff, but this is the team that played in that FA Cup final is not the team that plays now, barring Bukayo Saka. And I don't think he even played the game anyway. But that's where you guys need to try and win a League Cup, because it will spare you on to the end of the season. It will give you that trophy mentality. Zia loves the word mentality, so we'll use some Zia terminology here.
And Hano here is saying that I'm a flip-flop, but listen, I still believe we can win the domestic trophies. But if we continue dropping points like we
Hey,
did against
to be
Sunderland,
fair, you said treble. You said treble. Mm.
yeah, a domestic treble. Yes, I said we can win it.
Domestic
100%.
treble or an actual treble? Hey,
No, I
Hannah,
said
we need to go
a
back to the
treble,
clips.
not.
We need to go
No,
back to the clips.
I never said the treble,
Then
man.
Sam,
I will
hey, you know
never.
what, Hannah? I'm glad you
Look,
reminded us.
look, man.
This is why Hannah exists.
You can go ahead and look back to the video. I said I think we can win the domestic treble. Even he said it. Treble winners for
Domestic.
domestically.
But
Yeah,
he said
domestic. I
no,
think
no.
we
He
can win it.
said you said treble winners.
No. I said a domestic treble. I
Listen,
never put
we will
Arsenal as
scroll
favorite
back
to
and
win.
we, you know what?
No problem, man. You can go back
I
whenever you
will
want.
scroll back.
Whenever you
We
want.
will find
I
it.
never ever said that we are favorites to win a UCL because it's a competition where we don't have heritage. I would never put us as favorites. Never. I'm consistent with that. But domestic treble, yes. Domestic treble, yes. I think we can. I think.
So
we
where
can
do you
win.
have Arsenal's favourites then for the UCL in terms of like are you top 5, top 3, like
UCL?
what? Yeah.
Well, PSG, obviously.
Mhm.
Barca, Madrid. I would say even Bayern, even though we smacked them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would
well,
put those
yeah,
teams
well,
ahead of us.
yeah. I mean, you beat
Or
us,
maybe
but
fifth,
you better make sure
top
you win
five,
the
yeah.
Champions League though, because they will then be Wara beating Bayern trophy. So
No,
make
I
sure
think
you
we're
win.
top 5. Yeah, I think we're top 5. I would say.
No, I've got you guys as I have 3 teams joint first. It's hard for me. Bayern Munich, PSG, and Arsenal are the top 3 teams. If Madrid get their act together, which I think is unlikely with Alonso, I would put Madrid up there.
I'm sorry, I think you're an Arsenal fan, React.
Oh yeah, but he's been moving like that. Yeah, but he's been moving like he's been moving like that. He's been moving like that as the LFC fan.
I've got to put the pressure on the Gooners.
Yeah, or you're gaslighting us, just.
Listen, I'm not Henry Wright TV.
There you are. There you are. There you are.
But you've in the Champions League, you'll easily qualify. I think for Arsenal, what boosts Arsenal for me in favourites is if you guys win the league. Not the league. Win the Champions League table. Because if you do, you'll get home fixtures for the second leg.
A lot of them except City.
You know? UCL favourites, Arsenal, Bayern. He said domestic troubles.
Well, I'm just fact checking who's on that under that account because there's 2 men that could be using it, and I'm pretty sure it's not the Bayern fan. If it's Jim, then it makes a lot of sense. But then it don't make sense because Chelsea should be hating Arsenal. This is some fraudulence I see. Damn. You know what? Arsenal must, bro. Arsenal must. Arsenal must.
Arsenal must. It's been 2 decades, and Arteta also, his job is on the line for me.
I knew it. Chelsea fan. I knew it. It's not even Danny. If it was Danny, he would have said Bayern number 1. Yeah, look at this guy.
And if Arteta doesn't win it and they don't sack him, then I'll turn against even the owners as well.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyway, let's move on to Reacts' club. Yeah, because Reacts' club, a lot's
I want to
going
hear
on.
about Salah, man. Let me hear. I want to hear a Liverpool fan live here on stream. And before we do, guys, hit the like button. This is gonna be awesome, man. I want to hear from somebody who supports Liverpool. What do you think of Salah? What he did, and how do you feel about it?
I'm heartbroken because I think he will never play for us again, and I don't think he'll get a send off, which makes me sad. But if you're talking about him, what he did, I said on my streams a few times, I don't agree with what Mohamed Salah did in terms of the way he went to the mix zone and basically just spouted all our dirty laundry. That's like, me doing a show with you guys You know, something. No, that's like me doing a show with you guys. Something kicks off backstage, and I spout it all over the internet. And I didn't agree with that. Do I agree with him in terms of what he said about the club throwing him under the bus? That's what Mohamed Salah thinks. Now, Mohamed Salah didn't really give context. He also said that he doesn't know why he's being benched, which that for me is clearly on slot. Like, if a player's coming to you and asking you why he's not on the bench, why he's on the bench, and you can't give him an answer, that comes down to you as a manager. And that's where I criticize Slot in that department. I personally believe there's more been said behind closed doors. It's just a shame, man, because although I don't really listen to David Ornstein and them, man, because I think, if I'm being truly honest, I think they're just pop puppets, because I'm listening to Slot in his press conference, and it's not really giving me any encouragement that Mohamed Salah's going to play a game for Liverpool. He's been asked, do you think Salah will play again? And he's kind of flip-flopping the question. And he almost said in the press conference the other day that he almost said in his words, it's not me who decides. So I personally don't think he's going to play again, man. And it's quite upsetting, because he's probably the best player I've seen. He's probably the best player I've ever seen play for Liverpool. And the fact that he's never going to play for us again is quite upsetting. But in terms of how he did it, I don't agree with how he went about the situation. But the situation.
Do you think he tarnished his legacy?
It depends on who you speak to. For me, has he tarnished his legacy? What Mohamed Salah has delivered me over the past 8 years: a Champions League, 2 Premier Leagues, dozens of trophies, dozens of over 250 goal contributions. For me, that can't be tarnished. Unless he did something else. Mohamed Salah is an honest person. He's very rare. He speaks to the mixed zones in terms of that problems at the club. He's only done it 3 or 4 times. And in the same breath, I do condone players that actually do come out and speak about the problems, because it's something as fans we want to know. I think more and more of the situation, I think more has happened, and I think we'll get more of that when Salah leaves in January, in my opinion. And I think when Arne Slot eventually gets the sacking from the club.
You know my opinion on the matter. Man said what? Touchdown's asking what is, bro? Touchdown, I'll be honest, it's just some stupid shit somebody started. Makes no sense. But big up Touchdown anyway. Anyway, my thoughts on the Salah thing, and I talked about it on a video, because obviously he's been linked to Al Hilal. I'm sure you're aware, Sam. He's been linked to Al Hilal, but have more heavily on Al Hilal, right? My perspective on this is, and I'm gonna talk in 2 lenses, that's like neutral lens and Hilal lens. First off, Hilal lens gets out of the way. I don't think he joins in January, because we have a lot of foreigners that we need to get rid of. You know, you تعرف النظام الأجانب وكذا. Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to bring in Salah. Let's be honest. Let's get that out of the way. Now, in a Liverpool POV, it's very conflicting how I feel about what Salah said. Because on one hand, I do think there are injustices, but at the same time, he needs to go through it as well. You know, like him saying that he's done everything and he's earned his way into the 11, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's earned his way through his career, but that doesn't mean he stops working for his spot. He can lose his spot immediately.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my perspective about it. But then at the same time, you can make this argument for so many players in that Liverpool team that's getting away with murder. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, yeah, I think there should be a balance to how you look at this situation personally. I think out of all the guys I've listened to speak about this, I think Steven Gerrard said it best. I don't know if you've heard what Steven Gerrard said, but he said,
I'm gonna react to his interview later.
Yeah. But what he said is spot on. Where is your captain in that scenario? Because he was talking from a captain POV. He said there was a time in which Luis Suarez and Brendan Rodgers had a go at one another, and he was always there to make sure that things was working out. You know. Mm-hmm. So I can see where Steven Gerrard is coming from. Even, by the way, when Thierry Henry spoke, and he spoke about right place, right timing, that's also true. But for me, at some point, you're gonna lose your shit. You're just gonna lose your shit, and you're gonna say something. Like you can't just be waiting all this time. You know what I mean? So I get what Salah was doing, but at the same time, it's just like also understand like what's happening at the club too. You know what I mean? Like it's very conflicting for me. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's very conflicting.
For me
But
personally, I think he threw the whole Liverpool under the bus, and that's not acceptable from a professional footballer. As much as I rate Salah, I think he's a great player. I think he's one of the legends of the Premier League that I've witnessed in my lifetime. But to come out like that shows that he has a very low EQ, and his emotional intelligence is not really that great, to be honest. That you can just throw a tantrum like a like a 5-year-old kid. Oh, he's not making me play. Man, it's been only 3 games. What you talking about? If you have something with the coach, go hush it out. I mean, in closed doors. Have a meeting with the board and the manager and sort it out. I mean, you don't come out and say, "Oh, the relationship changed from the start, and now he's not talking to me." Like, man, you sound like this is like gossip shit. You know what I mean? It's not the way to behave as a footballer, and let alone you being Salah and you're being the legend. And where does that put the fans? I mean, you're now putting the fans in a predicament where some of you will back you up because of what you did, and the others will say you shouldn't do that. And I'm in the side where you shouldn't do that, even though you're a legend. You score a lot, 250 plus goals. You brought the Champions League. You won Liverpool 2 Premier Leagues in the last 30 years. So that's not something to just to put under the sweep under the rug. But in the same manner, even if you want to leave the club and you think you've reached the end of the story, because every great story has an end. And I think the way you want to end your story in Liverpool is just not the most ideal way, especially the fans. You have a lot of fans that love you there. And I think Liverpool, as a club as well, have given you a lot, have given you a stage to thrive, have given you a stage to flourish. They really nurtured you to be one of the superstars. And you got to be respectful, and not despiteful, and not really, I don't know. That's how I look at it from somebody who's unbiased in the matter. I have no agendas against Salah or Liverpool as a football club. I genuinely don't. And I think if the things go to an end, I think you just have to sort it out behind closed doors and be respectful. And okay, if the coach doesn't want to play you, or just say, okay, it's tactical reasons, and you don't see yourself in this team anymore, and then just wrap it up and call it a day, and leave the club as a hero. I mean, I'm sure every single Liverpool fan will cherish you and have a picture of you, and not going out in this kind of manner. That's how I feel about it personally.
yeah, no, I listen. To be fair, you do make a good point. Like he will be remembered regardless. He will be. My thing with Salah is how will he be remembered though? Because some Liverpool fans will look at this and they'll be like, he ain't gonna be remembered the same way as they were before this whole thing, you know. But then again, people are fickle. So what's gonna probably happen? They probably not like
He
him
will
now.
still
When he
get
retires or some shit, or he leaves, they'll all be, "Oh my god, how sad he's leaving. Thank you for the memories." Blah 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 blah. It's one of those. It's one of those.
Did you say
Wallahi.
Rick?
No, he'll
Eh?
still get He'll still get heavily remembered. I will never let anyone dismiss Mohamed Salah's legacy.
To be fair, I understand because listen, no matter what people say, like one thing I'll say about Mohamed Salah is that brother's output for Liverpool is nuts. Pause. Like it's crazy. Like it's ridiculous the amount of numbers that brother put for that team, bro. You know, what I mean, even last season, man. Last season, brother, how many GA did he had in the league alone? Like league alone, how much was it?
40
Riyams?
plus, like 46.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy. By the way, I will tell you this: if you won that Champions League last season, he would have easily won the Ballon d'Or.
easily.
Don't, man, because You know what? I'm not saying Salah should have won a Ballon d'Or, but that's
be
why I
honest, he
don't
shouldn't
take the
have won.
Ballon d'Or seriously.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't take it seriously, but I don't take it seriously because even when my players did what Dembele did, they didn't give him the Ballon d'Or. That's when I was like, yeah, fuck the Ballon d'Or. To be
Oh,
honest,
you're upset with the Ribery one.
Ribery, Lewandowski, bro. Based on the logic that Messi won over Haaland, yeah, Neuer can be added to the list. I'll be that shameless. I'll be that fucking shameless based on the energy that they didn't keep the same. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, bro. So yeah. So yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is.
But in a positive news, Liverpool won against Inter Milan 1-0.
Yeah, Reacts, talk about it. Talk about it. Judge Mo lost his shit, by the way.
Inter Milan robbed? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is.
Inter Milan can hold that. I won't say they're robbed. Look, it was. If you was a neutral, you probably found it a very boring game. If you didn't support any of the respected sides, but Liverpool did what they had to do. I thought we set up quite well. We set up as a diamond formation. Fair play to Arsenal, you got it correct. There's a few things about the gameplay and the style of play that I wasn't particularly happy about. The fact that our strikers were very disconnected. It was like a PlayStation controller died and the charger's not charging it. You know, but there was some really good individual performances. Hugo Ekitike was very good. Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, the back four looked really composed and settled. To be fair with Inter Milan, they didn't really have many chances neither. Like, there wasn't chances where I was like, wow, you should have scored it, you know? Inter were poor. You know, I think losing a Serbi to injury, Chanonoglu to injury early on, really affected their game. And I'm not saying, you know, injuries are a good thing, but that definitely did help us in the midfield battle because we did definitely get much more control after he went off. There was a little spell where Inter Milan did have a bit of pressure, but Liverpool managed to ride the storm. It was more during our own fault. Our passing was quite terrible from playing out the back for a little bit. I was concerned we was going to revert back to type, but we managed to stay composed and stay elegant and ultimately got the win. But on the goal, I mean, look, was it a penalty on Verts? Probably not, but it's one of those ones where you'll take it. But then you got to give some, you need to take some because you could argue the goal that Kanate scored probably wasn't handball. I don't know if you lads have seen it. I thought the goal should have stood. And I thought and this is where I'm not being biased, I thought the penalty wasn't a penalty. So in all fairness, I think we probably more deserved the win. There's a few players that was a concern. And Zia knows how much I love Isaac. My man.
By the way, Sammy, Mat Soddig, this guy, when Isak joined, he stuck to his word, to be fair. He said he would do it. This guy did a 24-hour stream.
Out of joy or misery or what?
Joy.
Okay. Well,
He decided to do a 12-hour stream, then 12-hour stream, because you can only do 12-hour max.
I would understand the buzz. Even I would be over the moon if I signed Isak at that moment. 100%.
But I think he did it. But wait, Reax, you did it because of the idea that it wasn't a thing, right? When you said it, like you said it when not many people were talking about it. Was that what it was?
Yeah. So basically, someone said in my chat saying they sent me a super chat and they said, you can have this super chat, but you have to do a 24-hour stream if Isaac signs for Liverpool." I was like, fine. And then the guy came back and gave me a super chat. So I was just like, all right, cheers. You know, but that was probably I don't know if it was his worst game for the club, but it was up there because at the same time, it wasn't his fault. And this is where, like, I'm not sticking up for him again or making excuses, but he was very poor. Like, every time he got on the ball, he was bodied off. He only had one shot, and the shot wasn't particularly fantastic. 68 minutes, and I don't want to hear fitness things. And this is where I'm not sticking up for him. Isak should be fit now. He's come back from a groin about 3 weeks ago. He's had abundance of minutes. Okay, he did get microwaved minutes against Leeds from the bench, but in this, we should be seeing Alexander Isak now. However, there is times where it's not his fault because we're not playing the ball to him. Like Isak is meant to be the guy in the box, get the ball to him. He's going to finish left foot, right foot. It doesn't matter. Give Isak the ball, he will turn on teams. And if we don't give him the ball, that's where I can't really complain at him, because especially if he's getting into good positions and he's saying, give me the fucking ball, and they're not giving it him, then that's where I can't really blame him too much. But last night, he was poor. The difference between Hugo Ekitike and Isak right now is Ekitike's got that extra bite, that extra tenacity about him to get the ball, to want him to do other things with the ball, even if he's not in a good position. So, like, you know how Roberto Firmino was classed as a defensive striker? You know, Ekitike last night was like defending as a striker really well, shielding the ball, protecting the ball at all costs, even in positions that we weren't really dangerous in, he would make a chance out of it. So that's the difference between Hugo Ekitike and Isak right now. You know, but the formation, I liked it. I would actually be down to see it again against Brighton if we can get rid of the disconnect between the strikers and the midfield, because if we can get maybe that working, maybe this could be a bit of a formation we can actually use a bit to get results. Because Inter Milan, by the way, haven't lost at the San Siro in the Champions League since Bayern Munich last played them. And then the time before
we played them, but when we played, we drew, so they still won. So they're still unbeaten. So.
Oh, you drew?
Yeah, we drew 2-2.
I thought you beat them.
No.
So no, actually, then we're the last team to beat them, which is in 2022.
I talk about in Europe. I talk about in Europe strictly.
Yeah, Europe. Yeah.
Then maybe.
So that's the stat that Amazon Prime brought up. So they had a very good record. So we have to give respect to Inter Milan. They just slapped up a very good Cesc Como side at the weekend. Yeah, like Baron says, Inter let us down massively. They were poor, man. They were very poor. But you have to now follow this up with a Brighton win. We are 4 games unbeaten without a loss, 2 wins and 2 draws. However, there is context to the 2 draws. We were shit in them. And Leeds, we bottled it. Like, we were 2-0 up, 2-2, 3-2 up, then bottled it. So if you go and beat Brighton, you go win all your games till Christmas. Brighton and Tottenham, that's where we can maybe think about going to win a couple of more games in a row, because after that we've got Leeds at Anfield, Wolves at Anfield. So I'm expecting Liverpool to win every single game from now to the end of this year. Otherwise, just get rid.
But back to your I mean, what you said about Isak. For me, when I watched, because I watched the game, and I felt Isak was lost. Genuinely lost.
Yeah. Ekitike was the more lively from what I saw.
I mean, yes, but for me, I think there is some sort of overlap between them, and there's no understanding where the other will be. You know what I mean? They're occupying the same position and the same. I don't know. It felt like it. Yeah, sometimes I see Ekitike on the left, I see Isak on the right, and then I see Isak on the left, and then Ekitike is dropping middle. There's this miscommunication between them, and it's really, really obvious that Isak, I don't know what's the instruction given from Slot, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's not working out for Isak. 100% it's not working out for Isak.
But can I tell you something, though? And I said this to React on our show, the Cop Sutcurve show. Like, the thing is, he had to try this strikers partnership because nothing else was working.
That's fine. It's like Inter Milan, for instance. They have Thuram and they have Martinez, right? And it's working out for them. It's okay to play with 2 strikers. I'm fine with that. I'm not saying he should drop one. I'm with Slot when he selected both. It's just he's not able to get the best out of both, if that makes any sense. And I think,
no, but I'm saying that like, what's the solution to the problems they've been having? You know, that's it.
I think one of the solutions,
to be honest,
I think
go on. Ekitike, I'm not
too concerned because Ekitike is going to be so good in a couple of years, I think. Ekitike, I'm not too concerned. He just needs to learn his game. He's young, etc. With Isak, first thing we need to do is start playing in the ball. Just if he's screaming for the ball, give him. I'm not saying like that's it. Just give the ball to Isak every time. But if he's in a dangerous position, man, give him the ball. That's what we brought him for. We didn't buy him for 30 million. We brought him for 125 million. You know? So like that's where the frustration is really becoming a problem for me. You know, but at times, like I said, he looked lost. He didn't look like he was trying to get in the game as well. So that's where you do have to show the criticism to him. Against Brighton, I would personally drop him and put Ekitike because Ekitike, 2 goals against Leeds, good performance last night. He probably deserves to have the nod.
Yeah, I hear it. But you know, I want to move on to go, Sami. آخر كلمة.
Now, what about Verts? I think, I think this trio needs to work for Liverpool. Verts, Isak, and Ekitike. Those 3, you need to find a way to fit them all together and actually to synergize together. And
he was actually quite good last night. That's when he got on the ball. He made a bit of an impact.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if those 3 synergize together and you build that cohesion, I think you're gonna be a very deadly team up front. Very deadly, and that's why I had you guys as favorites mainly because of Isak, because I thought this guy's gonna bang. But I don't know what happened to his confidence, and I don't buy into this fitness bullshit excuse that most people are saying, because I think that as a professional footballer, I think you should be fit. And you had all these minutes, but yet you're not able to find your feet into the ground, and something is not working out for you. But yeah, I think Newcastle got the best out of this. I mean, they wanted Ekitike, you guys went for Ekitike, then you bought Isak, and they got Voltemada, and yet Voltemada is
I reckon we take Voltemada. I reckon we'll go and get Nick Foley mode in a couple of years.
But can I be honest with you? You're not getting Voltemada. You're not getting Voltemada.
Why not?
Because this guy, despite being in Newcastle, still hints that he wants Bayern move.
Oh man, get out of here, bro.
He also
said, get out, man. But you do realize he wants
out of here, bro.
You do realize
get out of here, man. Just get out of here.
Well, man said, get out of here, brother. It will eventually happen.
Sit on the floor, man.
Yeah, this guy's gonna stay at
if he wanted,
maybe Arsenal talking.
No, man, we didn't even go for him. But if he wanted, listen. If he wanted Bayern, if he wanted Bayern, if he wanted Bayern, he wouldn't have joined Newcastle. So sit on the floor, bro.
In which you think you're bigger than you are.
Relax, bro. No, man. I never mentioned Arsenal. Why are you bringing Arsenal up, man?
Because it's like, I don't want to exclude me from the conversation. Are you crazy?
No, man,
because the conversation.
Because I'm not gonna allow you to spit nonsense here, man.
How is it nonsense? You want me to show you the quote?
Bro, I'm sorry, bro.
Do you want me to show you the quote that he said about Uli Hoeneß thing, and then you gather what's up? I can go get it now.
And that's why he chose Newcastle, right?
Okay? Let me give you the context to what happened that made him go to fucking Newcastle, because you clearly don't get it. None of you Premier League geeks that say Bundesliga this, Bundesliga that, fucking want to care less.
Wait, football league?
Well, no. You shut up and you shut up now. Yeah, I control this shit, and I'll tell you why. Because you fucking premtards don't want to understand how Bundesliga shit works. I'm telling you what happened. This fucker wanted us from day one. Was willing, he and his agent, to fucking compensate so that we can get an agreement with us and Stuttgart. What happened then is they did not want to sell to us because we wanted to pay 60 million max. They wanted 75 million. Then what happened was Newcastle offered 90 million. Boom. Bob's your uncle went to Newcastle. He still wants the Bayern move.
Because the smallest team and the primtards, like you call them, has more money than Bayern, man.
Yes, okay.
What was I on me?
Can I tell you something? Stuttgart, by the way, are one of the clubs that hate us the most in the league.
What did I do?
All Bundesliga teams. All Bundesliga
teams. All I was going to say is both Saudi G's are both fighting. Funny what?
Yes.
That's what I was going to say.
Because he's a fraud. Yeah, and you were about to join him.
And he's supposed to react. He's supposed to be supporting Newcastle.
Nah, but Newcastle.
Wait, man wants me. Wait. Pick up Newcastle. No, by the way, I think he will stay at Newcastle for a long time. That's my point. His contract lasts in
How old is he?
2021. He's gonna stay. He's not leaving Newcastle, bro. I'm telling you.
Nick
The
Volney.
time he leaves is by the time we lose Harry Kane after we extend him.
Oh, here we go, Harry
I'm
Kane.
telling you. Yeah.
How much do I bet you don't get
I said
Nick
it.
Volney?
I said it. Clip it. I don't give a fuck.
You know
Pull
what?
up in
I'm going to
the next
Google
2-3
this.
years.
Wait, who does Nick Volney support? Let's have a look.
He liked Liverpool. I know what you're saying. I know because I saw his interview. I know where you're going with
Liverpool
this.
Football Club. Who's his favourite player?
Oh,
Steven
shocker.
Gerrard.
Yeah, but that was in England though. He asked in England. Nice try.
What? Right. So not because
In fucking England, bro.
answer this question now, Zia. What beef do you have with Stuttgart for them to not sell to you?
Bro, they never
No,
like selling it. Bro, you do
because he
realize
got rejected, you know.
Bro, these fuckers literally said it's okay 60 million, then went back to 75 million. This is when I know they hate us, bro.
Pay up, then pay up.
Bro, by the way, someone
Pay
on
up.
Spaces supports Dortmund and Spurs. I know it's a weird combination. He lived in Germany, bro. He said in Stuttgart, he said nobody in Stuttgart likes Bayern. Nobody.
It doesn't matter now. You
I
didn't
said
pay
it doesn't
up.
matter, bro.
You
We are
you
hated.
acted like a.
We are hated. Are you dumb? Don't make me
What do
fucking
you
get
mean
rattled,
you're
bro. Cook your
hated,
sorry
bro?
ass.
You're giving excuses, man. I'm hated.
How am I giving
I'm,
excuses? أنت
everybody's
حمار.
against
أنت
me.
أنت حمار.
It's okay. Take the L, man. You can take the L. Look. I can say, for example, when Cristiano Ronaldo joined Manchester United, I would say he rejected Arsenal and went to Manchester United. It's fine. I'll take the L. What's wrong with you, bro? You can't take the L. Stay humble, bro.
Wait. No. Voltemada himself, the individual, wanted us. He wanted us.
And that's why he joined Newcastle.
If we came in, he would have been like
Stuttgart, the club.
Yeah, exactly. If Liverpool came in, I'm sorry. I mean, he would say maybe in the
but
future.
he always wanted to leave Stuttgart, brother. So when he
That's
obviously knew that
fine.
he couldn't join Bayern,
put
he
some
was gonna
respect
go
on
elsewhere.
Stuttgart.
I am telling you right now, eventually this move will happen, whether you
Where
guys
is
like it
Stuttgart
or
in the
you
league?
don't.
Put some respect on Stuttgart, mate. Stuttgart.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Put respect on Stuttgart.
sixth in the league.
Wait. No. Go check what happened this fucking weekend. Then we'll see if I should put respect on their fucking name. Yeah, and fucking Newell can join that stupid club as well.
Stuttgart lost to God.
Oh, can you please say the score?
Basically, Stuttgart lost 5-0 to Bayern, and they got a man sent off.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, they are in the Pokal. They are in the Pokal. They're in the quarterfinals of the Pokal.
Yeah, they are. So are we, and we're playing Leipzig. Fuck's sake.
Oh.
And the Alliance, so it's okay. Listen, you know what? This is a good segue. This is actually a good segue because have you guys seen our game yesterday? Because we played early kickoff. Leonard Carl's a talking point.
I tuned into your watch long, but I was having food.
There you are.
Man, that kid is amazing.
Joshua Kimmich and goal.
Oh, yeah, she's putting respect on a Bayern player. Damn.
Yeah, man. I'm not like you, man. I'm a realistic person. I'll give you credit when credit is due.
I'm not realistic.
I'll give you shit when shit is due, bro.
What? I'm gonna join football rig in this as well because I'm gonna put respect on one Bayern Munich player. Carl, that kid is a baller, man.
Yeah.
Listen, when's his contract up? Because if he doesn't get,
we're not doing this. No, we are not doing this.
Project Carl and that, yeah.
Listen,
Carl is a
Project Carl at Bayern, bro. That's what's happening.
Wait, I've got a question because you know how isn't Jamal meant to be back soon? So what's going to happen to Carl?
But I think Carl will be. He's gonna be like a rotated piece.
Because surely you don't just put him back into the academy and be like, no.
But I will also tell you this: Musiala can't be fully rushed back.
No.
Because he suffered a big injury in the Club World Cup. That's also something we need to keep in mind. Like I said this from when he actually got injured. I want this guy back by March max. February, March. However, what's probably gonna happen, he would probably be back by January, because we have a break after Mainz and after Heidenheim. We have a break for I think 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, Sheikh Hida. So around that amount of time. So Musiala would be back, and from then onwards, that's where we see what happens. But for me, even when Musiala's back, I don't want him to be starting every game. I actually want him to be heavily rotated if possible. You know what I mean? So if there are gonna be times where you have to start Carl, go ahead. I mean, we're gonna have Diaz, Nabry, and Ulise usually, but if you have to rotate Carl, Nabry, you know what I mean, the man, do it. Don't matter to me. And by the way, Alfonso Davies is back, so that's another extra piece. Thank God, because I'll be honest, Stanisic ball gone. Yeah, he can go back to being on the bench, being used as a rotated piece. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see Fonzie back, man, because when he extended the contract and then he's continued to perform, despite even though he's earning a lot of money nowadays, like he's earning over 20 M's. Yeah, a year.
I don't know if you agree.
This is when I'm like, you know what? You've earned my respect, bro. Because usually a guy will earn their contract, and what they'll do is, it's like with your case, Sammy, right? Sign the thing. Remember Aubameyang? Bro, gave less of a fuck. Yeah? These things do happen. So,
like what happened to Salah.
There you are. There you are. But, but you get the point. So for Davies,
signed the £400,000 a week and just
so for Davies to be performing still last season until he got injured heavily in his ACL during international break, which Jesse March, you can go fuck yourself. I mean, happy day. So yeah, he's earned my respect. I hope he keeps on going. Yeah, now that he's back, you know, man, I don't want him starting all games neither. I want him rotated as well. If we do that,
goal though. Oh my.
Yeah, I have to, bro. Joshua Kimmich was annoying.
Bro just tucked it in.
You know what? Kimmich wasn't bad, but he did annoy me in some moments of the game because there were times he'd take risks when they were unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind him taking risks because I call them out for not taking enough risks. But there are times he would do these passes, these direct passes, and barely anyone's fucking running. It's like, okay, yes, do them, but make sure they're running. You know what I mean? And barely anyone would be running. So, yeah, listen, happy days for us beating Sporting because now we're still maintaining our position for top 8. I think we get it anyway, khalas, because now we have Saint Gilloise.
Yeah, 15 point, I think, secures the top 8, I think.
Yeah. By the way, Luis Diaz now he's going to be back for Saint Gilloise, by the way. Yeah, the ban they was uplifted from 3 to 2. So, khalas, now he's not banned anymore after yesterday. And by the way, I fucking despise UEFA, you know, because our ultras, basically, they cause an atmosphere. So that atmosphere that they caused against Leverkusen, which they did similarly against Sporting yesterday, all of a sudden news come out today that now a good section of the fans are banned again. Like,
why?
Because our ultras, they use flares at times, and those flares they seem it as violent, bro. This is what I mean. Game's soft, bro. I'll be so fucking honest. If it was any other fan base did it, it's okay. When we do it, it's never okay. I see how it is, bro.
Yeah, you're hated according to you.
Yeah. Bro, by the way, remember when we got banned for our game at the Emirates? It's because of the pyro thing that we did at Copenhagen in the group stage and at Lazio and Rome against Lazio. Imagine.
I thought Dortmund fans were even more, I would say.
Every other fucking, you know that, bro. You know about Galatasaray, Sami. You know,
bro.
Reacts. You watched your game against Galatasaray, bro. They do it every single, bro. Not just them, Besiktas, all them, man.
Then
Eastern fans, Serie A fans, Milan fans. Have you seen Milan fans?
Yes,
or Napoli
they do.
fans? Lazio fans. Oh, bro, if I speak on Lazio fans, bro, I might get cancelled. Yeah, bro. These things happen a lot in European nights. It's only in England, the stuff, bro. It happens, bro. These things happen in Saudi more than it happens in England. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. And all of a sudden, UEFA, they look at Bayern doing it, and khalas, it's a problem. Get out of here, man. You know what I mean? Get out of here.
Yeah, in England, the way they police the fans actually is, I mean, it kills the game a bit, I would say, with celebrations and all that. I mean, I think the most, I would say, exciting stadium with the fans and all is probably Anfield. Probably. Yeah, Anfield. That's where you feel the fans are doing something that is supporting the club. And I think it's because of the city and the heritage of the city. But when you go to London and you go to Emirates Stadium, when you go to the Rihanna Stadium as well, and Spurs, those kind of stadiums you will not find really exciting, I would say. You would not feel the atmosphere of fans and all that stuff, man. From the way I see it, I mean, you're in Emirates, and sometimes I hear the away fans louder than the.
Yeah.
What the
By the way,
hell,
there was.
bro?
By the way, I think at some stage during, I think when we equalized against you guys, our fans was more vocal. But then obviously second half, you guys started getting going again. Like
Yeah,
that was, you know what I mean? It's just one of. I remember when we went to Anfield one time, our fans was louder that day, which was crazy. You know what I mean? But that's the general issue with England. But I will say though, when it comes to you guys celebrating trophies, because I had this argument with React, I think last week on Heavyweight Show with Michael, etc. Like when it comes to like trophy parades, with the buses and everything, I will say in England it's crazier because in some places like Germany, Netherlands, etc. And some of these spots, even Spain, I believe. Yeah, actually, no, Spain's crazy, France is crazy, right? And Italy's crazy. But for some reason, some places like those nations I mentioned earlier, the policing is very strict, which is jarring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, actually, even France, you can argue it's strict, brother. I mean, when we went to the PSG game, the policing was strict for our fans. Just like in Paris, they were strict towards Liverpool fans against Real Madrid in that final. So yeah, Allah hassan khair. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Bayern fans are probably the most humble. No, bro, they're not humble. Here's a great example of somebody.
Man said we're not bro. Wait. Hey, listen. Leave us the fuck alone, bro. Leave us the fuck alone. Listen, we are the greatest fan, bro. Leave us alone. Yeah. Super Bayern. Hey, leave us alone, bro. Leave us alone. Anyway, you know what? We'll move on from Bayern. So you stop. Brother, you're the least humble fan. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, just to not to
By
run
the
back.
way, just to prove how least humble your fans are, look at this. Man said domestics and leagues. So what domestics are you winning? Like FA Cup? Carabao?
FA and Carabao, yeah.
You think you win all of them? So you think you win a domestic treble?
I think so, yes. The way we are moving, yes.
I clip that. Clip that.
Clip it, man. Yeah, man. As things stands, from the way we are performing so far, yes, I believe so.
Hold.
Ooh.
So domestic, see?
Yeah, domestic, but you still said that a specific trouble was happening, okay? So make sure you win the domestics, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, about talking. You man are not humble as well. Fraud. And by the way, I see this. By the way, I put this up because I don't want to be humble. Fuck being humble. Yeah, I want to fucking win, no matter what. That's all I give a fuck about. You mad? This is the difference between me and you, man. Yeah, winning mentality. But anyway.
See, look at T, man. It's prediction table.
To be fair to Sammy, in the prediction table, 99% of his picks are Arsenal. What does that? Wait, what? I mean, you know why? Because I don't get the rules of the game. That's why.
What rules?
So what? You pick a fantasy?
No, it's just that at the beginning of the season in the Korapod with Saad, Ash, Souls, and even T, we what we did is prior to the season started, we had a prediction like the top team, the flop team, the best player, the worst player.
You picked Arsenal players for best team and all that.
What had as flop of the season? And this was before the season even started. Guess who?
Reacts, I know the answer. Guess.
Man City.
No,
No, player.
Flop player.
What, from the Premier
Flop
League?
team. I had
Yes,
Nottingham's
Premier
flop team, but yeah, Premier
Erling
League.
Haaland.
No, man. I had Florian Wirtz.
By the way, do you want to see an
Well,
amazing prediction?
as things stands, why you don't show them the clip where I said we're gonna slap you on the Emirates? Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we don't talk about that. Because we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Hey, listen, I will show you a clip, however, of a prediction for Florian Wirtz.
Leave your editing and all that, yeah. Clip this. Premier League champions 25-26. Champions League final minimum 25-26. Alexander Isak will be a Liverpool player, and Florian Wirtz will bag 30 plus J in all comps, just to be specific. All comps, not the Premier League, all comps. Thank you very much.
30 GA, by the way, for the player you expect to be a flop. Champions League final in Budapest, they will be there, bro.
Well, he's got 27 to go.
It's 27.
Bro, halfway through the season, yeah. Halfway through the season, outside your UK.
27 to go, lads.
Man said
And
in FIFA career mode.
Yeah, probably, man. Yeah, I think that's what he meant, bro.
Career
He was
mode.
playing career mode.
Yeah, he was playing career mode, bro. Facts. It's
No,
okay, Riyad.
Yeah, but yeah, when we did that show around when Darwin Núñez was here we go, and that was in the summer before a ball was kicked.
Yeah, I don't care. You hold on to that prediction tightly. Yeah, hold it like a teddy bear. Yeah, hold. Touchline says hold. Anyway, you know, speaking of touchline, it's Manc rival Man City. I think we talk about them. They're playing Real Madrid tonight. They won 3-0 against Sunderland. Sherky, what an assist. I do have to say that was a sick.
I actually need Man City to win tonight, and it pains me. It pains me.
Damn, your
Why?
hatred for Madrid is that deep.
No, because if Alonso loses tonight, it's confirmed he's sacked.
He wants Alonso to replace Sot. Trickle effect. I see.
Yeah, be Alonso. Listen.
He's a fraud. So if he joins you, I'm telling you right now, what I said to Madrid.
Oh, I'm gonna cook you if he joins you.
I mean, he has his players already there. He has Frimpong, he has Wirtz. So
Do you know what I think it is with Alonso? I feel like you either sink or you swim at Madrid, though. Like you do.
yeah,
And like,
standards.
It's not like I do feel sorry for him because he has had to deal with the egos of Vinny Jr., Mbappe. And I feel like he would have learned a lot from this experience at Madrid. So if he comes to Liverpool, he'll be a lot more okay because we will actually give him time. And we will give on and stop fucking fucking loss after loss after loss after loss after loss after loss after loss.
But he won the league.
Yes, that's why I think he's still in a job. But I think with Alonso, he would get given time. You know,
but you know the problem with Alonso. If Slot can't figure out the 11, you think Alonso will be able to figure out the 11?
I think he can get the best out of Florian Wirtz, and I think he knows how to get the best out of a striker like he did with Boniface.
To be fair, he would get the best. You know what? One thing I will say, he'd probably actually play Frimpong wing back again. He'll play Wirtz.
And I think
you know what? The reason why I think
Curtis
he get the best out of
wing
Wirtz
back.
is because, bro, people need to understand, and I always try to explain to people. Florian Wirtz at Leverkusen, under Alonso specifically, he played in a 2-10. Like he played left 10, if that makes sense. So because he played in left 10, people are so confused. Is he a left winger? Is he a 10?
Similar to Eze.
Yeah, there's a whole confusion because he played left 10.
Yeah.
When in reality, by the way, even with the German national team under Nagelsmann, he doesn't even play fully on the left. Neither does he play fully in the middle. He usually interchanges, bro. Yeah, that's why I was actually wanting him at the time. Yeah, for Bayern, because he would have been able to interchange with a Musiala or a Gnabry, whoever the hell it was. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. He rejected Bayern. Yeah.
Yes, he rejected Bayern. See, I can see this is what I can say he rejected. ما عندي مشكلة. Okay. The point is, I know
Just
you
like
tried to get one
Guatemala.
over me, but yes, okay, have that one. Anyway, the point is, I'm not dumb. I know what you're trying to do. The point is, with Verts, for me, I just feel like he's not working because, for one, barely anyone sees him when he's available. Because I've seen some clips, but that's crazy how some people don't notice him. And two, feel like sometimes he'd be occupying the same position as another guy. You know what I mean? And there are times where, like, for example, there are games he plays left wing, he's forced fully on the left. There are games when he plays in the 10, he's fully forced in the middle. It's like the guy can't free roam. He needs to be able to free roam, and he's just not given that license.
I can't lie. I think Alonso will do good at Liverpool. He understands the club. He's part of the club's heritage as well. He won the UCL back in 2005 with them. And like you said, I mean, he has Verts. He can utilize him to the best of his abilities as well. He has Frimpong as a right wing back. And I think Kirkes as well can play as a left wing back. I can see him playing as a left wing back. I mean, so what? He will need like one player probably, a solid right winger. So if Salah is not going to continue, and he's going to start banging, I think. I don't think Liverpool needs a full overhaul to adapt to Alonso's system, let's say. I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 players and they're good to go.
No, I would feel confident that he'd be able to get the best out of some of our players if he was to come to the club. There obviously will be still a few concerns because, he's coming back off a Madrid sacking, so it's not ideal. I mean, it just depends on whether the club actually get him in the summer or now. That's the difference. I mean, do they just ride it out with Slot to the end of this season? Maybe if he turns it around, and if not, then I think ultimately
when do you think they will sack Slot in your opinion?
Well, the club will look at it as 2 wins from 4. They've not lost in 4 games. And with January coming up, it looks like we are going to buy a few players. So then I think Slot will be here minimum until the end of January. There's a real... I think he might genuinely do the whole season.
But that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but you know what it is? They'll get like results along the way, like they did the Inter Milan, مثلا, and then that would help save his job.
Yeah, and I think if
yeah.
he gets knocked out of the Champions League, so let's say we get the playoffs and we get knocked out.
Yeah, then he's good. Then he has to be gone. Yeah, he has to be gone.
Listen, if he's not gone by then, I will be outside Anfield saying, fucking wake the fuck up. But yeah, man, it's looking peak. But if he goes and beats Brighton and he wins the games up until Christmas, because Brighton and Tottenham are winnable games. So that's when I will never hope us to lose. So a manager can get sacked. It'll always be a win before a manager's sacked. But man, I've got a feeling he might genuinely do the whole season.
Yeah, I think that's more, the likable scenario, I would say. Just because if you're gonna sack him, and the board has said, okay, he's not the guy, then I think you should do it before January. And if not, and you want to give him, the benefit of the doubt, and you want to see what he will do, this in one of the domestic cups that you're still in, plus the UCL, I think he has to go at least until the summer, and just call it, and because when the manager comes, like Alonso or anybody else, he will need his own players, right? Because whoever you guys sign, I know that Liverpool, the way they operate, it's all coming, I think, from your sporting director. He's the guy who brings players. But at the end, it has to be a collaborative decision between the sporting director and the manager to find the best player or to occupy like a certain position, a certain profile to be chosen from. But Liverpool overall, I think the way they sign players, I like it because we've seen good examples when, for instance, when you had Jurgen Klopp, he wanted certain players. I forgot the name of the players that he wanted from Dortmund at that time, but they ended up going for Salah and Mane, and the rest is history.
Royce. He wanted Royce.
No, not
Royce.
only Royce. There was
No,
another player as
Julian
well.
Brandt. It was Julian Brandt.
Julian Brandt. That is another one.
That's
Right.
the guy. Yeah, that's yes.
Yeah.
So they ended up signing Mane and Salah, and we all know what these two brought for Liverpool, glory. You know, and I think the way they operate in that manner means that they have solid vision. They know where they want to go, the way they want to play, and they will get the manager that will, best get. The best manager or the best fit for that squad. So I don't think it's going to be an issue for whoever comes in.
But I will say, if Alonso was to work at Liverpool, they need a bare centre backs because he's gonna.
They need a center back. Yes, you're right.
By the way, I think with Alonso, I still think in a big game Alonso would do something stupid. That will never change my eyes from what I saw at Leverkusen. But, however, one thing I will say from what Liverpool have, a Kerkez and a Frimpong would perfectly fit into that team. You know, I actually, funny enough, who would you say in that midfield? Because you need that midfield had at Leverkusen. There was a destroyer, but then a Granit Xhaka profile midfielder.
That's why I think we're trying to get Adam Morton.
No, he's a good player.
What about Gravenberch, McAllister, and all these guys?
I think McAllister will be sold in the summer.
You think?
I think he's going to be benched. No, you need McAllister, bro.
I want to keep him. I want to keep him, but I think controversial pick. I think he's going to either go Bayern or Real Madrid.
Bayern.
Yep.
We're going to get McAllister. Don't get it twisted. I don't mind McAllister, but my thing is we're not linked to him.
Yeah, I mean, where's this ITK statement coming from?
I'm not gonna lie. We're for us in our.
With us,
it's more of Gahey and Schlotterbeck, centre backs.
No, I want Gahey, bro. I think we get Gahey in January.
By the way, I don't think it will happen still, but apparently Harry Kane has been convincing Gahey. You know, that caught my eye a little bit, but it doesn't change much. It doesn't change.
Like he convinced Eric Dyer.
Hey. To be fair, Dyer actually wasn't as bad as I expected.
No, I'm dead, man.
You want me to tell you something, Yasami? You know, Dyer at Bayern wasn't as bad as people thought it would be. Even I thought it was
Dyer is shit. Let's not gaslight this.
No, I think, listen, I don't miss him as a player, but I miss his mentality. His mentality is
mentality.
Yes, brother actually had mentality. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
This guy actually had a mentality, and I can't believe I'm saying it. Yes, he did. Wallahi, he did. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Yeah, there's a reason why our fans appreciate him, even though I wasn't the biggest fan while he was here. I've actually learned to appreciate him more over time.
No, honestly, I can't believe what I've just heard.
Bro, he low-key has mentality, I swear down.
Man said,
bro, you know there were times we'd be in the gut, bro. You know when we played Stuttgart that Tuchel season? This guy put his body on the fucking line while everyone was barely doing fuck all. That's my point. You know what I mean? I have to give credit where it's due. I do think, though, he got overgassed when he initially joined. Because when he initially joined, people were like, oh, Dyer's Bayern's best centre back. No, he wasn't. De Ligt was still better than him, which is why I did not want De Ligt to leave. But at the same time, he still held his own. I can't lie, man. He still held his own. To a degree, because there were times he would show his bozo moments, but yeah, well, that's a whole different discussion for a different.
What do you expect, bro? Coming from
but then again, we were supposed to talk about Man City and Madrid, and we fully deflected thanks to this guy talking about Alonso to Liverpool. Now, what were we saying about?
No, all I said was I want Lonzo to get sacked. How's that my fault?
Because he deflected. It's okay. It's fine.
No, I
Anyway,
didn't.
yeah, Habibi, it's fine. Anyway, Madrid, Man City. What were we saying about that game, though, specifically?
I think Man City beat them.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too.
Man City's
Yes.
in better form. I think the pressure of Alonso right now. Apparently, I heard half of the Madrid players were up till 3 a.m. live streaming on Twitch. Baran said, playing
What
FIFA.
the fuck? You're
Yeah,
joking.
he came in my chat earlier and he was like, "Yeah, Trent. I think he said Vinny Jr. as well.
Yeah, actually makes sense because there was a time. How many years ago was it? A few years when Benzema was there. I remember he convinced Vinicius Jr. to like sleep earlier or something because he'd be playing PS and stuff. Bro, yeah, these man's mentalities in the fucking floor for where they are. I'll be so honest.
That's why I think
Yeah.
I think this summer. Do you know how Liverpool had a mad summer? I think Madrid are gonna have a mad summer.
Yeah. I mean, they have to. After seeing this shit 2 seasons in a row. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I've warned man about Jude Smellingham. Nobody wanted to hear me out. People over gassing his Dortmund days. What a bunch of fucking idiots. What a bunch of dumbasses. Who the fuck is Dortmund? I told man about him.
Do you know what Baran said? He thinks Valverde's finished. Would you guys take Valverde?
I actually would
Also,
take
I think
Valverde. I think he's overrated.
100% I would take Valverde, man.
Yeah, he's overrated.
Valverde's washed.
Washed.
No. You know what I think it is with Valverde? No. I disagree. I think with Valverde, he's burnt out, bro. He's too burnt out, this guy. Because you know what it is with burnt out? Or not with Valverde. This guy's been playing so many positions, so many games, so many years. You know, the guy barely gets any rest. Obviously, for his level, he needs to do better. I'm not going to deny it. Yeah, if this was at my club, I'd be saying you need to do better. But I would also say manager needs to be resting him more. You know?
I think it's underutilized with Xavi. That's all.
Yeah, that's another
He's
problem.
not-
Because the thing is, he's been playing right back and he's been playing in midfield. He's been playing even under Ancelotti last season. Bro, last season, I think against Liverpool, when they lost 2-0, when Mbappe missed that pen, he was playing right back.
Yeah, he covered that position a couple of
Like
times.
he
That's
is
true.
versatile. That's a good quality that he has.
He's also played as a winger as well.
Yeah, he can play right winger too, yes. Like he has them qualities, but it's just he's burnt out, bro. Because he's been playing every game because obviously he is that versatile. You know the problem with versatile players? When you're that versatile, their managers will rely on you the most.
I think it has to do more about his confidence. I mean, not his versatility. I mean,
no. I'm saying he's been overplayed, bro.
yeah, I understand. You're saying tired legs and all that. I hear you, but I think it's more related to the confidence, probably the environment he is, something like that. I mean, because the dip that he had in form, you can see sometimes when a player he's fatigued and he's tired and tired legs, he's sluggish, he is lethargic. You can feel it, you know. But for me, when I watch Valverde, it's like he doesn't want to play. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get from him. He's just meh. You know, it's okay. You don't feel the fire, the desire, and all that stuff. You don't see it anymore, and that's also on the coach because he's not able to motivate him and get the best out of him. That's also on the coach. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's more psychological than actually physical, in my opinion.
No,
and I would love him in Arsenal, man.
What's your score predictions?
I think maybe 2-0. 2-0 City.
2-0 City? You go, Reax, because you're a guest. I was supposed to let this brother go first. But...
I'm going 3-1 Man City.
3-1 Man City.
Yes. Haaland, Hattie.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Reax. I'll go with 3-1 as well.
Actually, no, I'm gonna say Doku, Foden, Haaland.
Now for me,
Foden's been
I think you know what? I think Haaland brace, and I think Foden gets one, and then for with the Madrid, I'll just say Vinny for the sake of it. But
Mm.
Because apparently Mbappe, I'm not sure if he's 100% fit or not. I think he might be actually. He was a part of the squad, but I'm not sure if he'll start, if he'll not start. I don't know what's up. But I just put Vinny for the sake of it. Maybe he'll do a little better because obviously now he doesn't play with Mbappe. You never know. So, yeah, whatever. But it doesn't change much. I think Real Madrid will play dog shit. And I don't know if Alonso is going to get sacked, but I mean, if he does, I mean, it was bound to happen, I guess. I don't know. But they can hold that because I heard treble talks from Real Madrid for real. So, and they've never won a treble in their fucking
Real
life.
Madrid should be trying to win the treble anyway. They should always be trying to do it.
Yeah, but you know the problem with Real Madrid. You know when they actually win the Champions League and La Liga, they always care less about the Copa del Rey every single fucking time. It's like with us with DFB Pokals, bro. Sometimes we just don't give a fuck about the DFB Pokal, which is so annoying. You know what I mean? It's like with Arsenal when they don't give a fuck about domestic FA Cups anymore, or they don't care about fucking Carabaos. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? So it's whatever, bro. It's whatever. But this is why I always say take the competition seriously because it actually helps you build mentality, man. It does. You win them trophies, and then now you build a momentum. You know, and you have
But when you're Real Madrid and you win 15 UCL, and then you can say, I don't give a fuck. For me, I give a fuck.
No, but I'm saying Copa del Rey. They don't usually give a fuck. Am I lying?
Yeah, but there are a bunch of them, you know. There are a bunch of them. They have La Ligas. Yeah, 15 UCL. No team has.
Actually, you know what? Copa del Rey.
Is there any other team? I think no team has double digits, right? No team has double digit. I think so as well. But I think no team has double digit UCL in Europe. Yeah,
no, it's only Real. Only Real. The second most is AC Milan.
9, right?
7.
9 or 7.
If we win or Liverpool win, we tie Milan.
Someone's gonna join Milan this season.
Yeah, it's more likely me than you, buddy.
Okay, maybe next season.
Actually, you know, maybe we'll see another club join Man City. No, hey, Sammy, you wanna join Man City and call PSG?
I'll keep my heads down when it comes to the UCL. Like I said, it's a tournament that we always don't play very well in, and I hope we do win it. But I don't see us as favorites, like I said. But domestic, yes, I think we should go for them all. League Cup, Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup, and as well as the Premier League. Premier League, man, is the most important one for me because it's been 2 decades, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Standards.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you look at it, even the first timers, what I mean by your first timers is who won the UCL, which is, for instance, PSG, Manchester City. They always have the same trend, which is domestically you have to dominate first, and then they won the UCL. They didn't just win out of nowhere. You rarely see that happening. Yeah, maybe Chelsea back in 2012, they did it. But you rarely see a team that comes out of nowhere to win the UCL. Normally, the UCL winner is usually dominating their domestic league, at least for the past 5 years or so, and then they go win the UCL. That's how I see it. Liverpool also was a rarity back in 2005 when they had the remontada against Milan. But if I look at the teams that won it for as the first timers, they usually dominate first domestically, and then they go to the European trophy.
Yep. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Guys, we're gonna end it here. Any final words, Jamal, guys?
What's your lot's predictions for Salah? Where would he go, or will he stay?
I think he stays till the summer.
I don't think he will stay, bro. With Slot,
in January.
If Slot stays, if Slot stays, I don't think he stays. I think he made it abundantly clear.
Yeah.
See, for me, that kind of statement means it's either me or the manager, and I think.
So you okay? I have a question. I have a better question. Do you think Salah stays or Slot stays?
I think Slot stays because if Salah stays and Slot gets sacked, let's say Slot does get some results, then that's a bad statement in terms from the club, because you need to have that kind of authority as a manager. I mean, no player is bigger than the club, no matter how much you brought to this club and how much you delivered. And we all know how much Salah delivered in terms of the output. But I think for the sake of continuity, of respecting the hierarchy, so that the manager that comes after Slot still has also the power, and respect from the players. That's how I think of it as an institution, of course.
Yeah, Reacts, we have any final answer for this question as a fan as well?
Salah goes in January to Al Ittihad and
Answer that had. Hopefully not.
Slot will get sacked eventually. I don't know when.
Yeah, for me, I think Salah. I think they find a way to work things. I mean, to be honest, I think Slot gets sacked eventually, and Salah will stay till the summer. And whoop-de-doo. Anyway, we're gonna redirect to Hassam, but before we get there, guys, that's the end. First off, big up to Reacts for pulling up as the special guest. We actually do this more often, Sammy. Get more special guests depending on the conversation here and there. You know what I mean?
No, man. Made it to a Saudi show, bro.
Yeah, man, made it to a Saudi show talking about Premier League. Well, congratulations.
The React takeover.
And soon you pull up for the boxing fights.
At least I had somebody sane than having a Bayern Munchen fan speaking.
Get the fuck out of here, fucking dickhead. خلصت من الكلام فاضي خلصت.
Thank you for the kind words in the chat.
Anyway, so anyways, go check Reacts' channel.
No, put up the comment.
What comment? What, this? Are you mad?
Mm-hmm.
I saw Riyadh and asked me, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. That's a timeout. That's a timeout.
I've only ever done modeling once in my life, and I don't think I'll ever do it again.
Yeah, we don't talk about modeling here. Thank you very much. Yeah. But guys, listen, go check React's channel in the description down below if you're interested in Liverpool content. Go check Football Rig, Arsenal content galore.
No. Sorry. Chat. Make sure you smash the like and you subscribe to ZeerTalks. Get this man to 2K. Make sure you subscribe to the Football Rig. Yeah, even if you don't like Arsenal, subscribe, because then you can hate on the Arsenal downfall. If you don't like Liverpool, subscribe. You come into my chat, you can hate on me all you like. Bosh, bless up for having me on, boys.
There you go. Reacts did it for me for once. But guys, we will be back for the watch along. City and or actually hate along, because fuck Real Madrid. And heavyweight show maybe will happen tonight after the game by an hour. We'll see, depending if I can gather people around. If not, then there's no heavyweight show. So guys,
if Arsenal won a European Cup, will Football Rig be added to the European heavyweight show?
Bro, I'll gather Arsenal fans all over the chat. Bro, we're gonna be flooding the whole group chat with Arsenal fans if that happens, and we're gonna have to suffer the wrath. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But guys, listen, we're gonna redirect to Hassam now. Yeah, take care. And you know what, Sammy, because you've been chatting shit today. We're gonna hold you accountable to your predictions. Take care and see you guys. Man said domestics and leagues. So what domestics are you winning? Like FA Cup? Carabao?
FA and Carabao, yeah.
You think you win all of them? So you think you win a domestic treble?
I think so, yes. The way we are moving, yes.
I clip that. Clip that.
Clip it, man. Yeah, man. As things stands, from the way we are performing so far, yes, I believe so.
All right, well,